welcome to a video update. It should be a quick one. The game in the background will likely be Command & Conquer Red Alert Remastered, because that's the plan, to make that the next long play. I'm about 2/3 of the way through it, really. But in essence, of course, this channel has not had much activity over the last few weeks. In essence, I've been busy with a work project, which has involved quite a bit of travel. Quite a bit of, well, basically going from cross country, really, from where I live in Doncaster to Wales. And otherwise, even when I'm here in good old Doncaster, we've just been very busy and therefore quite tired a lot of the time. Which, I mean, a lot of the time I just kind of didn't want to record, I just wanted to chill out, watch something or play something nice and easy. Which, with what I'm recording at the minute, I don't really have that. I have Pokemon Emerald, but I have to grind in that, so I've got to pace it a bit, really. But it is what it is. But that project is now pretty much done. It's the aftermath now, really. It's the end bits, but the bulk of it is now done. I've got a week off soon to help recover and just relax. But that should also mean I've now got more time and more energy back to get this channel back to where I was before, kind of the last month or so. Try and get back to get a few series going and make good progress with the ones that are currently ongoing. The other thing that kind of compounded it was that I've got a new monitor now. My old monitor was like 5 years old and it started getting burning with the Windows taskbar, which my last one did as well. I had the same monitor, but the better, the newer version of it. And it was about 5 years for the first one, so it was about right. And I thought, well, I'll get a new monitor. The problem is it's 1440p. I was going for a 1080p monitor just to make things easy, because that's what I'm recording, that's what I'm used to playing at. I know I've got a 3080. If I play a game at 1080p, I ain't going to struggle to play it. I think even now, like a high, I can play a 1080p game without any real issue. I think 1440p is where it gets a bit more dicey. But there's just not many 1080p monitors anymore. 1440p seems to be the standard. So I've got a 1440p monitor, which is fine. I've recorded the latest Pokemon episode with it. The problem is, Shadowplay, for whatever reason, does not like this monitor. If I record, it doesn't record the video. It only records audio. So even though it records in a video format, for whatever reason, it will not record my desktop, even though I set it to allow it to record the desktop. Which was the other problem. Basically, my main recording software was gone. Which means I've now had to switch to OBS from my PC recordings, which had its own problem because my OBS was set to 1080p when it needed to be 1440 to actually capture everything, which was easy enough in the end. I just had to find the option because I've not used OBS significantly in years. Not the one I'm using anyway. It was like 6-7 years ago, completely different. I mean, I used OBS for my capture card for the Tiger Woods games in the 360, but that was about it, and that was plug in and play, really. The capture card kind of doesn't love it for you. But I have got OBS working. I still record at 1080p technically, it's downscaled. So it's natively 1440, but the video is 1080p. It does mean I could upload in 1440p. It just means that it would increase my my rendering times and my file sizes. So if I'm going to do that, I need to get into a flow of things. I think the plan is for that is any series I've got ongoing, I'll just keep 1080p. I mean, it's Pokemon and Madden, both of which I don't think it really matters what resolution I record at. They're both old games anyway. And of course, 360 capture card, PlayStation, whatever it ends up being, it's going to be 1080p anyway. But I have now got that option, and ultimately I've got around Shadowplay not working. I've binned it in effect. So main blockers for me getting this channel kind of going again are now out of the way. It's my 10-year anniversary. In fact, it was like 2 months ago, I think. When was my actual first episode anyway? Let's have a look. I'm going to mute before I hear myself. It was my 3-year anniversary 6 years ago. I technically count Medieval 2 Part 1 as my first episode. The 23rd of April 2015. There you go. That's kind of when my first official video came out. I had a few test videos that's still on there. That are a bit older, but I don't really count those. There you go. I should really do something really, shouldn't I, for the 10-year anniversary. The plan in my head was to kind of go through all the games I've played on the channel and all the series I've done, and just to reminisce and rank them all. Just as like a little nostalgia thing for me, which I might do. We shall see. But enough about enough. What do you call it? I can't even think now. It's quite late. Enough waffling on. There you go. Right. So at the minute, I've got a few Tiger Woods series going on for 2010. Again, that causes me no end of frustration for those that watch it. I've got Pokemon Emerald, and I've got Madden, which has not been updated in a while now, and there's a reason for that. This should be pretty straightforward. Pokemon Emerald will go at a decent pace. You get an episode every few days, I suppose. It depends on my grinding, but once again, you know, it's an easy enough game to play. I'm not going to really struggle. It's kind of like I have like the Sims 3. You know, I play that once a year, and the Sims 3 I can record, and I know in 30 minutes, 40 minutes, I've got a video done. Oh, that's going to be a problem now that I think about it with my capture software, but that's a problem for another day. But anyway, there you go. I just realised there's an issue with what I've done here. But it's fine. It's just a Sims 3 issue specifically. But yeah, Pokemon Emerald, you'll get that every few days. That's kind of my standard series. That's the game that I know I can play. I'll have a chill time with it. Nice and easy. Tiger Woods 2010, you got the Core Showcase, the Training, and the Tournament Challenge. Now, the Tournament Challenge is there so I can get a Tiger Woods video out. If, of course, it's locked, and I'm not unlocked it yet, and I'm struggling with the Tournament Showcase. Because the Tournament Showcase is freaking hard for no reason. Because the AI just don't make mistakes. Like, how do you win? I don't know. But we will win it eventually. It's just going to drag on because it's an ability issue. But it's one of those where, you know, you've got like 5 yards between the bunker and the green, and you've got to hit the rough patch. Otherwise, you're in the bunker or you just roll off the green. The level of precision is a bit ridiculous. But it is what it is. We'll get through that. So yeah, you'll get the core showcase will be my default, but if the next course is locked, and I've not unlocked it yet because I'm struggling with it, the training, you know, I kind of just doing something random will appear with it just to keep the kind of game alive on the channel. And then there's Madden. Now Madden, the reason for the delay is I had a wired 360 controller and it stopped working. And since playing with a 360 controller on the game, I ain't using keyboard and mouse again, let me tell you. So I bought a second wired controller. I was getting wired controllers so I could plug it in. That one just came and it just didn't work off the bat, really. I got it from the same place as well. I think that how they wrap it, it's damaging the wires. Because they both got the same problem where if you move the wire enough, you can get it to briefly work, but you move anything again, it breaks. So there's like a loose wire in there for both of them. I think even if you watch some of my Tiger Woods ones, or maybe even the Need for Speed, the Most Wanted one. I'm sure there's a couple of Tiger Woods ones where it's disconnected the controller, and I'm like, what are you playing at? That was the wire controller issue. And it has to be a 360 controller with Madden 08 on PC because it doesn't recognise any other controller. You just get generic buttons. My plan is now is to add the game to Steam because from what I know, you can change your input on Steam. I can kind of tell it my PS5 controller is a 360 controller, and I'll get the 360 prompts that way. I've not tried it yet, but that's the aim. Now, if that works, that series will be around for a while longer. If it doesn't work and I have to use mouse and keyboard, I will retire at the end of the season and call it a day because I'm in the Hall of Fame. I can end the series. I've done the goal of the game mode, and I keep getting injured, so you know it's the story. I retire before I get too injured, but we'll see. And then, really, once that's going, I want a fourth game. I want 4 on the channel, really. I don't know what that is yet. I did Shogun Total War a month ago. And the idea was to do it every Total War game I can do in every main Pokemon game, in effect. And it's not everyone, I'm doing red, blue, yellow, you know, silver, gold, crystal, but no, 1 per generation. And I think I might do that. The problem is Shogun Total War I played when I was younger. And that gave me, you know, its age did show, not just graphically, but in terms of the controls. But there was a bit of nostalgia there. Medieval, there just won't be, because I played it as a kid, so I don't know how I'll deal with that. Rome, Remastered is a game I really want to play again because I just love that game, so that'll be fine, but we'll see. I'm just trying to think what else I could play as well, just keeping a list. I don't want to do anything that I've not played before, which is hypocritical given how I'm thinking about Medieval Total, which I've never played before, so completely lying right there. But at least that's part of a set. But we'll see. But that's the idea. I'm hoping by the time my holiday's over, I'm on holiday the 3rd week of June, the week commencing the 16th. So I'm hoping that week I'm just fully into it. You know, I've got I'm hoping Madden's up, Tag Wolf is coming out, Pokemon's well underway again, and I've got a 4 series ready to start that week. I just need to decide on the game. And that leaves the long play channel. Now, the long play channel, it will be Red Alert Remastered. I will finish that for the Allied campaign, which is some of the footage you're seeing in the background. That's going to be next, and then I need to pick a game. To be fair, I am thinking of The Sims 2 for the PS2 as a long play. I might do a blast from the past video on that, and then do a long play of it. I did the busting out on that, actually did quite well on the long play channel. And The Sims 2 on the PS2 is quite, you know, I mean, it's different to the PC version. And same with the Sims 2 Castor, which is also on my list. But I kind of got that itch to play The Sims 2 for the PS2. Because I think it's a game I never technically beat. Or did I? It's a good question. Did I beat Sims 2 as a kid? I must have, because I beat Busting Out, and Busting Out is harder. It was the original Sims I never did. But I never did the original Sims, because that's harder. And ultimately Busting Out is better. So I just played more Busting Out than the original Sims as a kid. I preferred the original Sims for the free play mode on the console, but I preferred the story mode of the Busting Out game. But that's about it, I think. So I do apologise kind of for the lack of action on this channel. I've only done, I think, 6 videos there in a month. Jesus. But it's been like a very busy month for me. Just very tired, very tired enough. I haven't got that game where I'm really itching to play it for the channel, so motivation was hard, and when I did kind of get it going, half the videos I recorded had technical issues because of this, that, or the other, with the new monitor or whatever. But, like I said, I think we're now slowly getting back into the swing of things. The kind of rest of the week, the update schedule might be a bit iffy, but I'm hoping once we get to the weekend, I'll try and get like just a recording batch done, then just slowly add to that. So I get that backlog, so if I skip a day recording, I've got a video anyway, like I used to do. That is the plan, but hopefully that goes okay. So there you go, that's my ramblings for the 39th time, or is it the 39th? How many video updates have I done? In 10 years. There was a point where I was going to do one of these like every 2 or 3 months, I think. Where's my video update playlist to end it? 34, I wasn't miles up. To be fair, only 3.4 video updates a year. Oh, there you go. See, I've been saying I've been doing it for 10 years now, but it's not really 10 years because I'm sure I had like a year break in it. I just don't remember when. It was like a good period. I think when I did XCOM, I had like a pretty big gap. But the video says 10 years old now, so I'm classing it as 10 years. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.